I want to wrap up this Building 7 thing, especially for PrisonPlanet.tv viewers. We're going to show some of the pictures that were recently released this week, so we have those queued up. Now, initially, when James Meigs wrote his propaganda piece about Building 7 in the magazine, he said that these are the pictures, that he had seen pictures that nobody else had, and that the back of the building, stop right there. I want that on. Keep that on. That is the back of World Trade Center Building 7. Now, they said it was scooped out. It was scooped out. Now, if you watch my film, Fabled Enemies, it's available free online. You can order the DVD copy over at INFOWARRIOR.com right now. If you're a PrisonPlanet.tv subscriber and you haven't seen it, you really need to. We take you inside Building 7 after the towers have collapsed, and lo and behold, it's not gutted out. Now, bring up some more pictures, because I want to keep going on this. It's almost the last couple of pictures that are really going to show you something. Get to the next picture. Now, this picture right here was the picture that James Meigs used to say that 20% of the bottom of the building was scooped out. Now, if you actually draw a line, it looks like there's some damage to the corner one floor. But then you'll notice that the second layer of actual windows is complete as you go down, and it may be obfuscated by some smoke. Now let's get to the next picture. The next picture is actually blurred out a little bit, and you see that same edge mark, in other words, things blown out, but this time it's up by the 46th through 42nd floors. It looks very similar. Doesn't look like damage from the tower. It looks like there might be explosions going on inside the building. Get to the next one. Now, the next picture right here, okay, this isn't the picture I want. I want the one after this. This is the back of the building. Go to the next one. Oh, man, I hope I got it. Next one. Or that's the first one again. I didn't bring up the correct picture, but we will get the correct picture coming up at the 30 mark, where you can clearly see that it is not gutted out and that first window line is intact at the bottom floor. So we're going to bring that in. We're going to show you that on PrisonPlanet.tv. But again, folks, we have the interview with Barry Jennings talking about an explosion from underneath him on the 8th floor. We have the news reports from both Barry Jennings and Michael Hess that day that there were explosions in Building 7. We now have the actual information that the FOI request has been sent out to NIST, that they have the interviews with Hess, that they have the interviews with Jennings, but they won't release them to the public because they are exempt due to national security. Why would they be exempt due to national security if the government's official account of what happened at Building 7 were true? The answer is they wouldn't have been. I spent time with Barry Jennings. He told me he was stepping over dead bodies in the lobby from a separate explosion. That's the reality. It's very uncomfortable for people to realize that we have a tyrannical government that would murder its own citizens to go in turn murder millions of more overseas for an imperial agenda, but that is the reality. So grow up. We are back. It's the InfoWarrior with Jason Burmis. And before I go back to the callers, 888-201-2244. For PrisonPlanet.tv viewers, we're going to bring up the two photographs that prove beyond a reasonable doubt there is nothing scooped out. Let me repeat that. Nothing scooped out from World Trade Center Building 7. Mr. Liar Meigs, Mr. Liar Dunbar, Mr. Liar Hearst Publications, and Popular Mechanics. Now, here's the photo they didn't show you. Now, you can clearly see that there may be some damage up around the 8th to 12th floors, but lo and behold, it's not scooped out below the 8th floor. It perfectly lines up. Scroll in even a little bit longer. There you go. See, the bottom of the thing isn't scooped out. Oh, still don't believe me? Bring up photo 17, folks. Bring up photo 17. The smoke has cleared, and now in photo 17, you can clearly see, and this is the photograph, on the left-hand side, that is the edge of the building they're talking about. And does it have some damage? You betcha. Is it scooped out? No way. Nothing is scooped out of that building. Nothing. The fires on those lower-level floors were from the huge explosion that occurred below the 8th floor to Michael Hess and Barry Jennings, and that's the reality. That's the real deal. I've done the investigation myself. I went to New York City. I interviewed the man. I tried to get Hess to talk to me. Being the right-hand man of Rudy Giuliani didn't help. He didn't want to talk to me. He didn't answer my phone calls. He didn't answer my faxes. He didn't answer my emails. Weird how he went to the BBC and said that there was no explosion, though. Very odd that he would talk to them.